जनरली भगवद गीता प्रभु जी। हाँ।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारे, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारे। गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारे, गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारे। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीर वनचारे, यमुना तीर वनचारे। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारे, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारे। गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारे, गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारे। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीर वनचारे, यमुना तीर वनचारे। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारे, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारे गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन जमुना तीर वनचारे जमुना तीर वनचारे जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारे जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारे जय ओम विश्वपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमद इस डिवाइन ग्रेशल अभय चरण अरविंद भक्ति विदान स्वामी जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन बेबड़ी फाउंडर आचार्य जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमद इस डिवाइन ग्रेशल भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रिय द्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रज वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। जमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी महारानी की जय। समावेत भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गौर परमानंद। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. Glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter number 6 and text number 26. This is about Dhyana Yoga, where Krishna is advising Arjuna to keep his mind steady. But Arjuna said, wow, I cannot keep my mind steady. Manaha chanchalam Krishna pramati balvadradam tasyam nigraham kim vayoriva shudushkaram. It is easy to control the wind, but it is very difficult to control the mind. So, has anybody controlled the mind here? Those who have taken resolute vows, lifelong vows, naturally they would have controlled them. Is it not? Simple. But we may not know. We have not experienced how the mind could have been controlled. if the mind becomes violent, even after initiation, then there are so many factors that reminds us to help us to keep it cool. You can't afford to become violent. There are so many forces, external as well as internal. Association of the devotees also help us to keep the mind in control. The Vaishnava etiquette, the following all the regulations, is also able to help us controlling the mind. Right? Because mind is very precious if you make it friend. Otherwise, it is the worst of the enemies. So why we are following not only four regulative principles, but also chanting 16 rounds with a vow, lifelong vow, just to aid our mind, help our mind to remain sane, controlled. So, devotees naturally reflect amongst each other the behavior of prasantam manasam yena yoginam sukhamuttamam upaiti shantarajasam brahma bhuta kalmasham. This is the sloka. You will repeat after me. Prashantamanasam henam yoginam sukhamuttamam upaiti shantarajasam brahmabhuta kalmasham. Prashantamanasam henam yoginam sukhamuttamam upaiti shantarajasam brahmabhuta kalmasham. Prashantamanasam henam yoginam sukhamuttamam upaiti shantarajasam bhuta brahma kalmasham. Let's chant. Anybody? Mothers. Prashant Manasam. Prashant means peaceful, fixed on the lotus feet of Krishna. Manasam, whose mind, he certainly, enam, this, yoginam, yogi, sukham, happiness, uttamam, the highest, upaiti, attains, shantarajasam, his passion pacified, brahmabhutam, liberation by indication or identification of the absolute. Akalmasham means freed from all past sinful reactions. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The yogi whose mind is fixed on me verily attains the highest perfection of transcendental happiness. He is beyond the mode of passion. He realizes his qualitative identity with the Supreme, and thus he is freed from all reactions to the past deeds. Brahmabhuta is a state of being free from material contamination and situated in the transcendental service of the Lord. Mad bhaktim labate param. In 18th chapter, Bhagavad Gita, 54th verse is there. One cannot remain in quality of Brahman, the absolute, until one's mind is fixed on the lotus feet of the Lord. Savai manha Krishna padaravindayoho. To be always engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, or to remain in Krishna consciousness, is to be factually liberated from the mode of passion and all material contaminations. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshul Militan Jena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jatapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namaha Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Prashantam Manasam Hena Yogina Sukhamuttamam Upeti Shantarajasam Brahmabhutam Akalmasham. The yogi whose mind is fixed on me verily attains the highest perfection of the transcendental happiness. He is beyond the modes of passion. He realizes his qualitative identity with the Supreme, and thus he is freed from all reactions to his past deeds. When Arjuna questioned Lord Shri Krishna, that is very difficult to control the mind. Everybody got the experience at home. No home is spared without conflicts. We may aspire for a very happy home, but the things that everybody has a different striking desires against each other. And the desires are popping up in the mind, and the mind is not friendly. Everybody thinks of himself, his own happiness. They become selfish. So according to me, it's supposed to be like this. According to me, and as many members are there, according to everybody, you can't make any sense out of it. Even in a nucleus family, things are completely different. And Arjuna is also in a conflict. He didn't have a nuclear family. He had probably the biggest family in the world he has. So many family members. Even the cousins were staying in the same palace, but different quarters. And they were always in conflict. Even while Krishna is there, the test of their conflict is still going on. All right? So, when the conclusive aspect of the war was fixed up, they didn't have any escape. But Arjun, can come to point of understanding that all the kaleshas are generated by that stupid mind whom we are subjugated. We are subjugated. And the mind is not in control. It's our own, but he is not in our control. So, something should be done. Arjun was incapable to control his mind. I mean, even though he is a good well-wisher of his cousins at heart, but yet he was completely trapped by the working of the nature. They are not of the same mindset. Arjun was of a different mindset, and the Kauravas were of different mindset. Right from the birth, Kauravas were at loggerheads. Their nature was set up to the extremes, that in a family, there is no unity. In a family, there is no control of the mind. Where would be the possibility of unity? So, even in the fratricidal war, which was decided by Lord Krishna, and he was on the side of Arjun, yet Arjun was thinking, my mind is separate than Krishna's mind. Krishna's thinking and Arjun's thinking were completely different. The first chapter of Bhagavad Gita is a completely different set of mind that Arjun was having. And he was totally confused. Krishna's opinion at the time in a friendship would have been only thing that he was thinking it will help him. It was a friendship. And in the friendship, it was very easy to surrender to Krishna. Shishyaste aham tvam shradimam prapannam. No. Somehow or another, Krishna always was a well-wisher. He helped Pandavas to be safe, even through the agency of Vidur. Everything was coming closer to appreciate Lord Krishna in their life. They know. But to accept his advice as a very conclusive advice was coming at the last moment when he surrendered to Krishna. Krishna says, it's not your problem, it's the problem of the whole world. Even those who are learned, their mind may not behave according to what they were thinking. And the critical time means in the time of emergency, even if you are learned, the material nature will impose you and bewilder your mind. Kim karmeti kavyopyatra mohita. Kavi means a learned person. In the time of emergency, the mind will not be settled. There will be multiple choices coming in front of me, and it is difficult to select what should you do. So material nature does not allow us to win. And we have to be very, very careful. What should be done beyond that? Accepting Krishna's advice. Many of the devotees still struggle. If they do not follow four regulative principles, if they do not follow chanting 16 rounds that they have advised, and if they do not associate properly with the devotees, they struggle. They can't decide. Even though married, within ISKCON society, they get divorces. And such divorces are of very staggering numbers. More than public, more than in United States. Why? They have taken the vows. They are practicing, but they have been given liberty to practice on their own instead of following the due procedures. Where is the association? If association is not there, who can help you? Krishna's association was enough for Arjuna. But everybody is growing according to their service and merit of devotional service to Lord Shri Krishna, so they can remain mature and trying to help become guide. That system, even though it is ingrained in Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON, very few people are being consulted. Many are consulting for matrimonial. ISKCON has even websites for matrimonial. Watch out, okay? Everyone. And there are counseling systems. And despite that, things can turn very wrong. You may desire or aspire that, oh, we were in a safe situation. But how does it happen in ISKCON? It's the same problem. It was outside, it is inside, and people get frustrated. But the regimen is perfect. What Srila Prabhupada put up is a perfect regimen. Ādau Shraddha Tato Sadhu Sangha Atha Bhajana Kriya Atha Anartha Nivritti Syat. These four things are extremely important for a sadhak. Those who are either want to control their mind or control the destiny in their hand to go back home, back to Godhead. All these four things are supposed to be done in association with the sadhus or the devotees. If we neglect association of the devotees, we will not be benefited. Can you do anartha on your own? Can you remove? Oh my God, I didn't do nothing, okay? Okay, I will hold it. Can we remove anarthas on our own? No. But their mind says, oh my God, if I tell him, he will spread the word that I'm having this. So my prestige will be going. The mind is so much unsettled, and over and above, the false ego is also working behind it, and it will keep us unsettled. Even we may be committing so many offenses in chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamant, and 10 offenses are being told over and over again. We may have listened hundreds of times. Even in the morning services, after Mangalarti, you do Nashinga prayer, you do Tulsi Arti, and after that sit down and recite the 10 offenses. Remind yourself 10 offenses, okay? Nobody does that at home. If they do Mangalarti, but they will not recite. All right? The process is perfect, but our application may not be perfect. So how can we get the desired result? So it's simple, but yet difficult, because that mind, the stupid mind, is an obstinate mind, you know. So Prabhupada instituted that if you want to make a tangible progress, associate with the devotees. Once a week is enough, maybe not. But at least we are all working, and weekend must be spent. That's why the temples are coming in the localities where devotees, the congregation is there, to benefit them of this process. The process is available. And many a times to go to the temple, but with a stunted mind, we keep the faith of going to the temple, but not to associate with the devotees. We may not progress at all. The neophyte devotees are Shraddhavan, but they have Shraddha only on the deities, not on the devotees. Practicing devotees, and according to their sincerity of the practice, it's an accumulated effect on those who want to practice. So, we request everybody, come, join, associate with the devotees. Weekend association may not be enough. Then, why don't we create that association and keep in home even such influence of that? Because ultimate aim of life is to live happily. Even within the body, we don't mind. But unless the mind is settled, how can you live happily in your body? And body is not going to believe you, because it's filled with the effects of janma, mrityu, jara, and vyadhi. The 4 problems are always going to disturb you. And mind will not be settled. When we say there is a proverb in Gujarati, Bar sandhe tya ter tute. It will keep you busy. If you try to mend 12 different things, the 13th will be also ready to keep you engaged. In this way, the whole life is spent uselessly in settling the demands of the mind. When anartha nivrutti is done, that is the greatest boon on humanity. Because he becomes qualified to get liberated. He becomes qualified to liberate. And liberation doesn't need to be understood that it can only happen in jungle. But that was the bygone age of Satya Yuga. Liberation cannot be only obtained through performance of fire sacrifices. No. That's also gone. Liberation can be also available by getting your assets looted by somebody. It will not happen. You become a pauper. No. Mind is not going to leave you alone. It will become the cause of your future if you do not control the mind. No. They say man is the architect of his own future. It's not the man, it's mind. It's the architect of our own future. So, one who is able to control, the mind will become friend. But do you keep faith on the mind? No, keep him friend. Subdue him. Jahi Shatrum Mahabaho. Hold that enemy, very tightly. Do not allow to escape, So, who can do that? Who can do that? What is superior than the mind? Intelligence. Manashasto paror buddhe, and buddhistu sa eva para. Always understand this. Do not think you have memory bank in your mind of all the ignorant informations. Ignorant informations. That has not even given you any knowledge about your reality, the self. Everything is ignorant. IT is ignorant technology. It's not intellectual. Ignorant technology. So, what kind of IQ would have? They are very fond of estimating the IQs of the presidents, at least in the United States. And they say Bill Clinton had the highest. Have you heard that? Oh yeah. Go to Google. You will find out. And Donald Trump doesn't have that much. But it is ignorant quotient. They do not know how to, salvage themselves, So the point is that we have the first and foremost obligation to help ourselves, help our mind to be in control. Those who are chanting mantra, because mantra is the only factor that controls the mind. Manatrayati iti mantra. Mantra is one that delivers the mind. Why? The mantra may be a stakshara mantra or 32 syllables. Mantra meditation. And it should be coming under a very bona fide, conclusive aspect of our scriptures. You can't manufacture. In 1980, I came across another Mahamantra in newspaper. Chant this mantra. Hare Soham, Hare Soham, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Mohan, Hare Mohan, 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 Hare Hare. Because Hare Krishna Mahamantra was very popular. And in 1975, Srila Prabhupada brought devotees in Surat. They get the best reception ever, in the life of ISKCON yet. The whole city was made after devotees. And Prabhupada made it sure, yes. And there are 9 chapters today. And I'm sorry, they are all fighting with each other. No, there are certain situations, but everybody has a different set of mind. the idea is that mind has to be cultivated for total dedication to Lord Shri Krishna's. And therefore we chant Krishna's mantra. That will liberate us and put us directly in association with the transcendental qualities of the mantra. But we are told in the beginning, you are supposed to listen and speak. Shravanam Kirtanam. Then and then you will be able to remember. And we have bad habits. I told in one of the congregation meeting in the evening that when somebody starts chanting Hare Krishna, everybody joins in. And Baba, let him chant, let him lead the kirtan, and then you respond exactly that you heard properly. Then and then, Shravanam and Kirtan will result in Smaranam. And this is the simplest, Smaranam is the simplest, but it is the most essential cardinal principle of every religion. Satatam smartavyam Vishnu, vishmartavyam na jatuchit, sarva vidhi nishedho syuh etayoreva kinkara. Everything that will apply nishedh means refraining from the sinful pits of four activities, refrain from meat eating, including fish and eggs, intoxication, including tea, coffee, Coca-Cola, what to speak of jarda and pan parag, and then refrain from illicit sex. Not even thoughts should come. No mental titillation. Everything is illicit. And no gambling, no speculative games. Speculations are also popping up from the mind. And because mind is not controlled, Atlantic City, Las Vegas, Reno, all the way, even New York, everywhere you will find casinos to make you more crippled and totally uncontrolled situations. When Americans came, not they were Americans, but Europeans came to look for India, they ended up in America, right? They did not know. And they called the locals Indians, all right? But they say we have to conquer from them. We have gun, they did not have anything, like only spear and arrow bow. They started, disarmed them. They made them drunk, intoxicated, heavily. Today also American government is supplying free alcohol to keep them always subconscious. They cannot make anything, any rebel against the local things. And intoxicants means, and then no gambling or whatever. No gambling, no speculative games, no satta bazaar, but everything begins from here. Speculation. Is that the way of controlling economy? No, they are taking disadvantage of unsettled mind. Everything is controlled by unsettled mind. And those who have some mind, they say, how do we get benefited? But with the little know-how, they make millions, but also they have to leave aside. They run out of their But the whole material world is running up on the basis of Jivatma, who is obsessed with uncontrolled mind. But Krishna's realm is different. It says, one who has controlled his mind, as if he has obtained me. If you have controlled your mind, Krishna is so easily available. Now, we got habituated. Okay, what are you going to do on the weekend? Let's go to the temple. Otherwise, we'll fight on what to eat today. So, it's better to go. Temple provides what you call a very neutral place where we are supposed to consume only prasadam. Prasadam sarva dukkhanam hanirasya upajayate. But the mind is not settled then. What is the use? Mind has to learn so many things that it is not inherent automatically. Mind is the reservoir of all our what you call impressions of our desires, how we achieve them. It's an information only, memory bank of whatever our experience. It doesn't have its own mind. Mind doesn't have its own mind. So mind your business. Mind your business means we have to mind really our business and to see that we do not conflict. The aim of life is to get liberated, not to become succumbed on the dictates of the mind. Otherwise, yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajantente kalevaram tam tam tamaiveti konte sada tat bhava bhavita. You will always become according to the dictates of your mind, and you will not be liberated. But in the temple, Prabhupada gave so much a disciplined way to control the mind. To control the mind. The process is so simple, and it is not a new invention. It's not a new invention. To make our life perfect, we have to go to the temple. So to make our mind settled for once and all, we have to go to the temple. And in association of the devotees, when we practice chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, definitely evam prasanna manaso bhagavad bhakti yogataha bhagavad tattva vijnana mutta sangasya jayate. We will develop prasanna mana. So here it is also prashanta manasam hyenam yoginam sukhamuttamam. Those who have controlled his mind and subdued it from all the pitfalls of this particular degradation of our life, we will be able to pacify it, and we will be achieving sukham anuttamam, very, very excellent happiness. Then it said, upeti shanta rajasam brahma bhuta kalvasham. All our base nature, which are rajogun and tamogun, they will be subsided. And sthitam sattve prasidati. We will be established in mode of goodness to lead our life, a very successful life. Then Brahma Bhuta Kalmasham. We will be able to achieve that state of Brahma Bhuta. And it is a Kalmasham. It doesn't have any problems. So, to make the culmination of all our life's perspective into a very positive, we have to practice this. And that is the desire of Srila Prabhupada. Then, otherwise we have pious attitude. Then we come, but pious attitude does not take us to Brahma Bhuta Kalmasham. Pious activity will take you to Svargaloka. Akshine punya martya loke peshanti. There is problem in Svargaloka also. That's why you will have to return. Practice, never go again anywhere except Golok back to Golok Vrindavan. So, anybody has any question? Am I on time? Okay. No, because the people are watching me. How many minutes? 4. Okay. 4 questions. Don't ask complicated question.
Anybody?
Yeah, Mataji will ask for everybody. Listen, please.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Maharaj, wonderful class about how to control the mind, or we should control the mind, basically, to attain the Brahmabhuta stage. My question to you is, even in the beginning of your lecture, you also said, even in ISKCON, there are different,
you want statistics?
No. two devotees, even in practicing, have different minds. But I know when we keep Krishna in the center, even with the 2 devotees practicing, that conflicts will not occur. So my question is, keeping Krishna in the center versus association of devotees, what is how do you avoid that conflict within the devotees, within the home?
A devotee means a Vaishnava. Without Vaishnava, you can't become a devotee. So unless and until they treat each other as Vaishnava and Vaishnavi, then there is no problem. If you pay obeisances to your husband and wife, starting from the day, Vancha kalpatarabhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah, you will avoid all the conflicts. Start practicing. Treat each other as Vaishnava rather than husband and wife. Do you have objection, Prabhu?
Oh, I have a question. My question was, Krishna, my question was that you mentioned in the family, conflicts arise because people have different points of views,
Right.
different thoughts, like in the mind. Mind is running in different angles. Same way in the family, everybody has different ideas, and that causes conflict. So how do we get the family aligned to the right thinking?
The working common denominator is Krishna consciousness. Because they are part and parcel of Krishna, so let's start from that unity. Nobody is superior or inferior. Everybody is a jiva. The bodies may be different, but bodily external difference does not resolve the problem. You cannot alone Either male or alone female can resolve your own problems. That's why in Krishna consciousness, a holy union has been done for satisfying Lord Vishnu. The common denominator is Lord Vishnu. That is the ideal grahastha life, and it will be successful. Srimad Bhagavatam extols this particular ideal grahastha life right from the beginning. Right from the beginning, mankind began with Manu and Shatarupa, and Manu's third daughter, she was very intelligent, and she got the opportunity to establish an ideal grahastha life. So, when we are becoming victim of the three modes of material nature, then the mind is subjugated to that. And how can we, at least we have to try to reduce the conflict. Instead, we are increasing on the bodily conception of life. But when we are trying to get rid of bodily conception of life, then and then Vaishnava life can start with. And our daily activity is based on that. So previously they were following, and there were no divorce ever heard. So we have to go back. Oh, this age and time is not conducive to accept, the Vedic way of life. But Prabhupada introduced so easy, so sublime, simply on the strength of his convicted faith on Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. You will be happy. Try this. One more.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. As you mentioned that mind can be ignorant but can be improvised by our wisdom and intelligence. So how can we be so compassionate towards ourselves and others to maintain that, intelligence to control our mind, and also not to be conflicted by the anxiety and the procrastinate which led us to go to that ignorant state again and again and come back?
You mean you want to be compassionate on your uncontrolled mind? No. The practice is, the solution is perfect. How do we practice? It depends upon it. So there should be a watch. And we do practice in association with the devotees, then there will be watch. Alone you cannot do. This is the congregational chanting. Congregation means together. And will reduce the effect of uncontrolled mind very fast. Always seek for association. You can't take risk to associate for 7 days into a very pitful life of sins, full of sins, and then come on the weekend. No, that is not. We have to make a choice for our own betterment. There are so many things available that we can see the how do we evaluate our surrounding and making our lifestyle as we have been ingrained in our blood. Blood is always going to be thicker than water. So you can't imitate unfamiliar lifestyle. It will take to a very dangerous situation. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you so much.
I'm seeing you after 4 years.
I know.
Don't blame me. I'm coming every year.
Thank you, Maharaj. His Holiness Veda Vyasa Swami Maharaj has been in the community for the past few days and giving us his most wonderful association and classes, and he was even cooking and serving prasadam for the devotees. And we are very, very grateful, Maharaj, that you are here and deeply indebted to you. Let us all express our deep gratitude to Maharaj, please. And as you all know, we also have another esteemed guest and devotee from Vrindavan, His Grace Dinabandhu Prabhu. Please give Prabhu a warm welcome. Prabhu, would you like to please come and come here?
Come here.
While Prabhu is coming, I will just quickly give a brief introduction. For those of you who do not know who His Grace Dinabandhu Prabhu is, yes, yes. Yes. So that tells you who he is, right? But let me just give a brief introduction. His Grace Dinabandhu Prabhu, he was born in Los Angeles, California, and he joined Krishna consciousness movement in Boulder, Colorado in 1969. And he first met Srila Prabhupada in 1970 in Los Angeles, where he got initiated. He opened the first temple in Dallas, Texas. He was the president of Portland Temple from 1972 to 1978. In 1980, he moved to Colombia and he preached in Spanish. 1984, he moved to Vrindavan. 1986, he was appointed the president of Krishna Balaram Temple for 3 years and 3 months. Around 1988, Baba Madhav Das approached him to take over the restoration project of Vrinda Kund. He started taking people out on parikram since he was president. In 2003, a beautiful carved stone temple of Srimadi Vrinda Devi was inaugurated in Vrinda Kund, which Dinabandhu Prabhu maintained for 30 years. After various other significant projects in Vrindavan, Dinabandhu Prabhu has helped in restoring Samadhi Mandir of the great saint Srila Sanatan Goswami. He has also been an active supporter to restore the sacred river Yamuna in Vrindavan. Whoever he comes across, he humbly invites them to come to Vrindavan and have darshan of all the holy places. I was very, very fortunate to meet His Grace Dinabandhu Prabhu while he was temple president in Vrindavan. And when I met him, I was telling, I was really shocked. There were hundreds of people around him, pulling him from all sides and asking him 200 different things. And he will be sitting there so calm and quiet and smiling, tolerating everything. And he has been such a tolerant person over so many years. And I cannot even imagine Dinabandhu Prabhu ever getting angry with anybody. I have accompanied him. I have been in his parikrams few times in Vrindavan. Again, the same thing. Wherever he goes, people just come around him, and he will smile, and he wouldn't. He will never get impatient with anybody. So he brought Vrindavan with him to Naperville. Literally, I would say that the Vrindavan's sights, the sounds, the smell, everything. And I am not exaggerating one bit by saying that. While His Holiness Veda Vyasa Swami Maharaj was giving the class here, we are splitting all the classes because there are such wonderful, amazing Vaishnavas visiting us by Radha Shyamasundar Mercy. And so we requested Dinabandhu Prabhu to address the youth upstairs. And I just got a few minutes time here. Prabhu will show you his book here on Braja Leela. This is full of pictures from Govardhan. I'm going to pass this on to him. These books are available outside of the temple hall. When you are leaving, you can pick up one of those. With that, I will request Prabhu to say a few words to all of you. This is a very, very rare opportunity. We won't get this that easily in our lifetime. Thank you, Prabhu, please.
So how much time we have?
10 minutes.
Okay. Anyway, upstairs I was telling about a beautiful place in Gokul called Chinta Haran Ghat. If you've ever been to Brahmanda Ghat, there's a road that goes past Brahmanda Ghat, goes a couple of kilometers down the river, and comes to a very peaceful, quiet place called Chinta Haran Ghat. Because Brahmanda Ghat is where Krishna showed the Brahman, the whole universe within his mouth. So, you know, Chinta means worry, and Haran means to steal away. So Mother Yasoda was very worried after seeing all these things in Krishna's mouth. So the Brishvazi say she went downstream to Chinta Haran Ghat, and there all her worries were taken away. And if you go there, you'll also feel the same. All your worries will go away. Worrying about tariffs, worrying about wars, worrying about losing your job to AI, all those worries will go far away. It's a very, very beautiful, peaceful place, just on the bank of the Jamuna, with so many beautiful trees, and peacocks are singing in those trees. Kokilas are singing sweetly. Can't do it today. And beautiful kadamba trees are there, and peepal trees, and neem trees, and government has fixed up this place very nicely. And Jamuna is flowing very, very peacefully by. It's a very sweet place in Braj. One of the sweetest places in Braj. And there's a temple there. It used to be a tiny little temple, maybe 10 by 10 feet. Now there's a huge temple there of Chinteswar Mahadev. Chinteswar Mahadev. And not just one ling, not just 5 lings, not 11 lings, 1,111 lings. You go there, you'll see the ling. All these little lings are carved in the side of that one ling. So there's 1,111 lings. And ever since I was a baby in Krishna consciousness, I always heard that Mahaprabhu only wrote the Shikshastakam. But I have a godbrother in Alatra, Dathara Sutta Prabhu from Nectar Books. And he discovered many things that Mahaprabhu wrote, including in one of Murari Gupta's Kadacha, his notebooks. It talks about how Mahaprabhu entered a Shiva temple on his Dakshin Bharat tour. And as soon as he entered, he composed a Shivastikam right on the spot. And two of those verses I memorized. Let's see, what is it? Shri Rama Govinda Mukunda Shori Sri Krishna Narayana Vasudeva Ityadi Namamrita Panamata Bringadipaya Kila Dukkha Hantre. So he's addressing Lord Shiva as Akila Dukkha Hantre, who takes away all the sorrows of this world. How does he do that? Shri Rama Govinda Mukunda Sore Shri Krishna Narayana Vasudeva Ityadi Namamrita Panamata. Adi, when we say Adi in Sanskrit, we say etc. All these names, Rama Govinda, etc. Namamrit. All this nectar from these names, Panamata, he's absorbed in relishing the Namamrit of all these names and even more. Ityadi Namamrita Panamata Bringadipa. Just like the Bringa means the bumblebee. And Adipa means he's the king of the bumblebees. Because a bumblebee, how does he relish? Especially he likes the nectar inside the lotus flowers. That nectar we call makarand. And he goes inside the lotus flower and he drinks and drinks and drinks. And those of you who've been with Prikama, you know I've explained how the lotus flowers, they're the friend of the sun. Actually, the sun is the friend of the lotus flowers. Because in the nighttime, they will close up. So if that bee doesn't get out, he'll get trapped inside. He'll suffocate. He'll die. But he just goes on drinking this amrit. It's so sweet. In the evening, you can hear all the bees buzzing inside. In the morning, when it opens up, he's died. So we have to chant the name like that even death will come in front of us. We'll just step on his head. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And the second verse that I memorized from his Shivastika was my favorite verse. When you hear the translation, you'll understand. Shri Gauri Netrotsava Mangalaya Tat Prananathaya Rasa Pradaya Sarasa Mukhanta Govinda Lila Gana Pravinaya Namostatubhyam. Shri Gauri Netrotsava, nature we know means eyes. Utsav means festival. He's a festival for the eyes of his wife Gauri. The auspicious Mangalaya, the auspicious festival, the eyes of Gauri. Tat Prananatha, and he's the Lord of her life. Sada Rasa Pradaya, and he's the giver of ras. How? Sada Samudkanta, Utkant. This is called kant. Sometimes our enthusiasm boils up to our kant. We call Utkanta. Sadasamu Kanta Govinda Lila Gana. He's singing Govinda Lila with great enthusiasm. Sadasamu Kanta Govinda Lila Gana Pravinaya. He's singing Praveen. We have any Praveen in our community here? We all know one Praveen. Praveen means expert. He's expert at singing Govinda Lila with great enthusiasm. Sadasavukanda Govinda Lila Gana Pravinaya Namosatubhyam. Unto that Lord Shiva I offer my respectful obeisances. Sri Harinam Sankirtana Ki Jai. So, as Mataji explained, we have our latest book with us, Braj Leela Part 3, Giriraj, the King of Mountains. Now, most people go to Giriraj and they just run around the hill like it's Olympics or something. And maybe they see Radhakund and Kusum Sarovar, or maybe Govindakund. but there's hundreds of places on Govardhan, and we've investigated, spent years researching. We found every place you could possibly imagine, and we have maybe 10 photos in our other books, but everybody loves the wonderful pictures. Here's Kusum Sarovar at night. Now the government has put beautiful lighting there. This is Kusum Sarovar at night. But there's hundreds of places all around the hill. So we decided to make it a picture book because everybody loves Arjun Bhattacharya's wonderful pictures. So we have 284 color pictures, 32 color paintings. We had to get special permission from BBT to use them. And we investigated for several years, because you'll be surprised how many hundreds of pastimes and hundreds of places are there. So even some places we couldn't find. In Braj Bhakti Vilas, it describes Achman mantras and Pranam mantras for places, and we ask around, nobody knows where they are. Even in 500 years, they're lost. So now we have a pictorial record of all everything we could find is in here in this book. 530 pages of nectar, and like I said, 284 color pictures and 32 color paintings. And we're only asking small donation of $25 for this book. And you don't have to have cash. We can accept cards online, Google Pay, whatever. Anyway, anyhow, you can take this book home. And I'm here this evening to sign it if anybody wants a copy. So where will the books be? Just outside, we'll have a book stand there, and you can take a book and I'll sign it. Hare Krishna.
Bhagavatam.
Yeah, and Dinabandhu Prabhu actually table out there.
Yeah.
And therefore take
Yeah.
it. So thank you, devotees, and we will make the announcements. I don't have that with me. You also have something to say. First to do the.
First of all, we apologize for, I hope you are all okay, for another 5 to 7 minutes for a little bit late announcement. So just give me 1 second. We have every Sunday, this feast is possible by some very kind people, kind families who makes the sponsorship. So I will call out the names of all the people and then we'll offer prayers for them. So first and foremost, if you are here, sponsorship is Archita Mataji and family sponsoring her son's birthday. If you are here, please come forward. Also, second is Devayar Prabhu for praying for his son Adit and Subhasri. Then we have Susmita Banerjee Mataji seeking blessings for devotees. Mataji, if you are here, it's your family, please come forward. And we have, yeah. So we have Chintali. We have Chintali Modi, Chaitali Modi family celebrating Chris Modi's 19th birthday. If you are here, are you? Oh, sorry, thank you. And then we have Madhukar Prabhu family sponsoring daughter Medha's birthday. Wow, Medha is 16 years old. I can't believe it. Medha, I saw you. Where are you? Yeah, oh my God. She's 16 years old. Hare Krishna. Then we have also Amit Jha Prabhu sponsoring 7th birthday for his daughter Salin Jha birthday on 14th July. If you are here, Prabhu, please come forward. Hare Krishna, please come.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So for all these devotees and all sponsors, let's chant together with looking towards Radha Syam Sundar. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. Again, if we really seek your help, so first of all, thank you again to all those who sponsor this fest today, and we need a sponsorship for next week for whatever is a good occasion. Please see Abhay Prabhu here or the front desk. Second, the Janmashtami festival is just a few weeks away, and the celebration has begun. I see a lot of parents and families visiting from India. So we have a lot of services for you, lot of seva. आप लोग कर सकते हैं. Please talk to front desk and take some services. There are plenty of opportunity that you can participate. And also there is a sponsorship opportunities. So this Janmashtami celebration is beginning for us on the August 9th itself. So I will have Sanatan Prema Prabhu share some quick opportunities for you all to participate. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
As our temple president Premanand Maharaj said, today we are very blessed to have very, very special two devotees, and sweet devotees. Both are from Vrindavan. So thank you to both of them. And it's so special that Janmashtami coming up very soon. So we'll be celebrating some of the pastime of Vrindavan. We'll be starting our Janmashtami festival with our first Chula Param festival on August 9th. Of course, the main purpose of this Chula Param festival is to try and pay off some of the mortgage we have on this temple. So that's the one main reason. So if you know anyone that will be interested in helping us with the Chula Param festival, please ask them to connect with me or Sangeeta Mataji or Syam Prabhu, and definitely we'll be willing to answer any questions you guys have. So that's our first festival, and also very two special guests are coming. One is definitely Bhagyasri ji, a very popular personality and a wellness coach now, and one of our favorite ISKCON devotee and brahmachari, Yugal Kishore Prabhu, will be also joining us. He's an author, motivational speaker, as well as lifetime mentor, coach, and a monk. He's currently working as a president of ISKCON Farmington Hill Temple in Michigan. So he'll be also joining us on August 9th. And that being said, next festival is Janmashtami. As you know, Janmashtami is our biggest festival. We are expecting several thousand people during 2 days event, August 16th Saturday and August 17th Sunday. And it is also our most sweetest festival. You all know different pastime of Lord Krishna as a children. So definitely you'll be seeing a lot of cultural performance from our children who are raised in ISKCON, as well as from outside community. You'll see performance on both days. And with that, we also have a lot of sponsorship opportunities. But the two sponsorship I want to highlight most here are definitely one is the midnight Aarti that happens on Saturday night at 12 a.m. And as you know, a lot of people wants to take part in the midnight Aarti, and it's not possible to allow everybody because otherwise it gets very difficult to manage the crowd. The hall is full from corner to corner, every inch of hall is full. So this year we have made, based on devotees' request and public demand, we will have 3 opportunities for the Aartis that we never had before. So of course, beside the midnight Aarti, you can also sponsor Sandhya Aarti on the day of the Janmashtami, or day after the Janmashtami, you can sponsor Sandhya Aarti. A lot of devotees requested that because they cannot come at late night because of their children or health or age. So we are doing this special Aarti, Sandhya Aarti, which is part of the Janmashtami Aarti on day of the Janmashtami at 6 p.m. or the following day on 17th at 5 p.m. Also, Abhishek, it will be also, this year also, that was another request we had. So we are also trying to double our Abhishek sponsorship as well. So most people can take benefit of this sponsorship. And there are many other sponsorship that you guys can sign up. I will be posting message on WhatsApp as well as our intranet and also on our email. So please look out for those. and try to sign up for sponsorship sooner than later. So if there are more people, then we can make necessary arrangement. As you know, the day of the Janmashtami, we are expecting several thousand people on that day, and then a couple of thousand people the day after. So we want to make sure that we allow everybody to take good darshan and participate in very different programs we have. Also, those 2 days, we'll also have Veggie Fest, both days. So on Saturday and Sunday, we'll also have our Govindas will be presenting a very, very delicious Veggie Fest program on both days. So looking forward to everyone. As Sam Prabhu said, we'll be looking for a lot of volunteers. So as reception desk, you can sign up for different volunteer services that are available for Janmashtami. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Again, thanks for your patience. I mean, today generally we conclude by 6:30. Today we're a little bit extra, so apology. Please take the darshan, and today is Ekadasi, so wonderful Ekadasi Prasada waiting for you. Thank you. Hare Krishna, and we'll see you next Sunday.
I got married.
Yes. You're very excited for me.